Many creators think that copyright claim and copyright strikes are the same thing, but they are completely different. And one of them can actually stop your channel from getting monetized or even put your entire channel at risk. So if you're trying to get monetized and grow your channel, this is something that you need to understand. And many creators make mistakes without even realizing it. So in this video, I am going to explain the difference between copyright claim and copyright strike, what they actually mean for your channel, and what you should avoid if you want to stay safe on YouTube. So why do some creators get confused? I see this very often. A creator uploads a video and they see a notification that says copyright claim, and immediately they get into panic mode and they begin to do what they are not supposed to do because they think their channel has gotten a strike, or YouTube is going to remove their video, or in worst case scenario that they are going to lose their monetization. But in most cases, copyright claim is not the same as copyright strike. Understanding the difference will save you a lot of unnecessary stress. So before we go ahead, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Angela, the face behind this channel, and I help small channels, small creators grow and monetize on YouTube faster, the right way. So if you want to be part of a community that has the no quitting attitude, this is a channel where you have to be, because I share weekly what you should look out for to have a successful journey here on YouTube. So if that sounds like something that interests you, do well to subscribe and also like and engage on this video for more people to see these video. Let's support each other. So now let's get the understanding of what copyright claim actually means, or what that is. A copyright claim usually happens through something that is called content ID. This is a YouTube's automatic system that scans videos to detect copyrighted materials. Most of the times this involves music. Now let's take, for instance, you uploaded a YouTube video and there is a copyrighted background music playing on it, and the YouTube system detects that. When that happens, the owner of that music can place a copyright claim on your video. Now here is the important part. A copyright claim does not remove your video from YouTube. Okay, your video will still be on YouTube. The only thing that happens is that whatever revenue you generate from that video, if you are monetized, the owner of that music, because they have a copyright claim on your video, the revenue is going to go to them and not to you. So if you are not monetized yet, you might not even notice if you have a copyright claim on any of your video, all right? Because this usually comes to play, or it becomes obvious when you are monetized. Now let's understand what is copyright strike. Now this is where it gets more serious. Copyright strike is completely different from a copyright claim. So a strike happens when the copyright owner sends a legal request to YouTube for your video to be taken down. And when that happens, YouTube usually takes down your video from your channel. So if that is the case, automatically your channel is going to get a strike. And with a strike comes different restrictions as well on your channel. In some cases, creators might lose access to live streaming or other features on YouTube. And here is something that is very important every creator should know. If a channel receives 3 strikes in the space of 90 days, this can lead to your channel being terminated. So you see, a copyright strike is not something you should joke with as a creator, because when your channel gets terminated due to 3 strikes on your channel, it means your channel will be removed completely from YouTube, vanished from the surface of YouTube. Now, how does all of this affect monetization? If your goal is to monetize on YouTube, it is important you pay attention to things like copyright strike and copyright claim, because YouTube values creators that are creating original content. Because if a channel relies heavily on other people's materials, like other people's content, other people's music, other people's footage to produce their own content, in the long run, it can be a big question mark whether YouTube want to actually approve you for monetization, or if they are going to demonetize your channel if they already approved you for monetization. Even if you only have copyright claims and not strike, if you have too much copyright claims, it can still raise the question for YouTube whether they really want to monetize your channel, seeing that you're already battling a lot of copyright claims. This is why it is very important to focus on content that is truly your own. Do your best to make sure your content is 100% or at least 90% produced by you. If you want to use other people's content, just use it wisely so that you do not fall under the category of reused content. Now, let's address one of the biggest mistakes creators make when it comes to things like this. Some creators think that if they give credit to the owner of the original video, that will somehow save them from copyright strikes or copyright claims. Sometimes in some video, when you watch them, you will see that they write something like, "This music does not belong to me." Like they are trying to give credit to the original owner of that music or of that video, right? But the truth is, giving credit to the owner of the video or music does not automatically remove copyright. The copyright law is about permission and not credit. So if you are using someone else's video or music without permission, you can still get a claim or a strike on that video. Now, after analyzing all these, how can creators stay safe? The safest approach on YouTube is always to focus on original content. If you need music for your video, you can always use the music in YouTube Studio under Music Library. Okay, YouTube has provided a music library for its creator that you can use. Those music there don't have any copyright issues on it. And there are other platforms as well where you can download copyright-free music. And when it comes to clips and footages that you want to use on your video, ensure that it is something that you created by yourself or it is something that you have permission to use. This helps you protect your channel and stay safe as you continue to grow on YouTube. So as a creator who is working hard to get monetized someday on YouTube, it is important you understand the difference between copyright claim and copyright strike, because sometimes the little mistake we make earlier in our journey can become bigger problems later. Okay, for example, now the copyright claim, you might not notice it now until you get monetized. Okay, and when you have multiple claims on your video, it can raise a question mark for YouTube, because now they will start considering if they really want to keep this channel monetized, because they feel like your content is not all original enough. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comment section, and also indicate if you have ever had to deal with copyright strike or copyright claim. How did you feel and how did you go about it? Please share in the comment section so that other creators can learn. And if you're a creator that is trying to grow and monetize on YouTube, do well to check my videos, because you will get a lot of useful tips from all of my videos. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye bye.